Right then, let's try this again so everyone will be able to hear you this time. And we're not streaming this time, we're recording.
Okay.
Right, so the timestamps are slightly out. I'm putting that down to the disconnector I had, throwing the ACC race control bit haywire. So the first incident is the first contact incident is between David Blythe and Rob Homer.
Okay.
Oh, no, not that fast, Craig.
Yeah, say I'm good, but not. Could we have a look at it from above?
Yeah,
or whatever?
Absolutely. There we go. We'll go above as well.
It just looked like Rob squeezed him a bit and they had a little rub.
Yeah, I mean, Dave's got more room over to the left-hand side, but he's obviously trying to make it a little bit awkward for Rob. Comes into the middle a little bit, but yeah, it's,
Did they both get out okay?
yeah.
Right, yeah. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, no further action. 59 and 909. So it's Jordan and Nico. So we need to find this one. Because it's timestamps out a little bit. So let's right. Jordan's now behind him because he wasn't to start with there. So let's fast forward this just to find it. It's last corner, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, he just gets a bit slide on, doesn't he?
Porsche gets a bit wiggly. Jordan's got nowhere to go, can't slam on the brakes to avoid or whatever. Yes. It snapped and straightened him back out into Jordan's path as such, I think.
No further action in that one.
Yeah.
Tom and Paul. It's right near the end. Let's go into the bus stop. This one happens. So Tom's in front now, so it's happened. There we go. It's just happened. There we go.
Oh, right. Looked like Paul had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Turned in early as well.
I think he thought he might have been clear.
Yeah, because when you're coming up there, it's like you've got your eyes going everywhere, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're trying to spot the person, you're trying to spot that barrier.
Yeah.
Bits opposite, it's
not miss your
all
braking
going
point.
on. Yeah, it's all going on. Yeah, I don't think it was.
No, definitely no malice in it.
Intention.
It's you always see this at the bus stop, though, don't you?
Yeah, unless you're both there and both slow down more than you need to, you're not getting through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone in early as well to sort of almost clip the barrier himself.
Yeah.
It just left Paul no space. I presume that hit would have finished Paul's race.
Yeah,
and he's off.
I think he makes it back to the pits, but
Right.
he finishes there. So
Tom didn't
yeah,
wait, but at that point, you don't know if the person is gonna.
no,
But nevertheless,
and he apologised to Paul in the
right.
general chat as
Okay.
well for it.
Yeah.
So that goes down as an avoidable contact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Danny and Matthias. This was on the last lap.
Hmm.
So Danny goes left. He covers him off,
left with him,
and he goes
and
right.
Then he goes right.
So that's 2 defensive moves.
Yeah. Could we have a?
Yeah, we'll look at it from all angles to slow it down.
Dan's gone there.
Covers him off there.
Across
and moves right.
Comes back.
So it's definitely 2 defensive moves.
Yeah, because it's tight there.
Dan goes left.
Dan goes out.
He comes across. He goes right.
Yeah. That's how it looks to me.
Yeah, there's.
I'm not. Yeah. Yeah.
So Danny's going left.
Movement. Yeah.
Yeah. So he covers him left, which he's entitled to do. Dan tries to go back right, and he moves across to cover him off, which
he moves across.
That's the bit
and
that's
Dan's
not allowed.
Already, his bumper's there. I know it's not wheel to wheel, but
yeah, you can't.
He could have stayed where he was on the right. Over to the left.
Yeah, he should have stayed. Should have stayed left or right to start with. You can't.
Yeah.
You can only make one defensive move.
Yeah, and Dan had already moved to the left to indicate that's where he was going.
Yeah.
Of which, at that point, the other guy could have stayed on the right there to defend, or
because you can see, right. So there, Dan's pointing right, and the Porsche is straight.
Yeah.
And then you can see he comes across, and then there's the contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 2 defensive moves, which is not allowed. You can only make 1 defensive move, Matthias.
Unless it's clear and you can get back to the
racing line. Yeah.
Line for the corner or whatever.
Now the question is, because Dan is able to carry on.
Right. Yeah.
There's no damage. It carries on.
Matthias.
Now, weaving, blocking, which is what happened that caused this incident, would be a 5-point penalty. However, we always take the whole situation into account.
Yeah.
He's lost the position. He's got loads of damage.
Yeah.
Dan wasn't impacted.
Yeah.
So is the damage and loss of position enough of a penalty?
Probably in this instance, yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But obviously, he needs to be made aware of
Yeah,
what it would be and why it's the decisions come out. Yeah,
yeah.
it needs to be warned
So
or
a warning
something.
for
Yeah,
weaving and
yeah,
blocking rather than a penalty. I think
yeah,
he's right,
yeah,
because I think we're right in saying, because he's on the right hand side now.
yeah.
Dan moves out here
Dan's
now.
deliberately moved out, made his intentions clear.
He's
He's
covered
then
him
opened
off,
up.
which he's
Yeah,
entitled to do. Dan now goes
yeah.
right.
And
He
he
turns
then
right,
goes right there.
and
And
he's caught.
Dan's already got a bit of a run anyway.
And yeah, because it's not, you're not going breaking into a corner thing. So it's a straight. So if
Yeah,
he's moving across and a bit of Dan's bumpers there, then that's on the car that's in front.
yeah. At that point, you're not clear.
No, exactly.
Although it's minimal, he wasn't clear to move
Yeah.
right.
But at that speed as well, you end up in the wall,
Yeah,
which is what happened.
yeah.
Warning for weaving, blocking under this. Right. So that was. Was there one? Was there? Let me just double check, because I just want to see if there was. I'm going to rewind.
Yeah.
Fast, just so we don't miss anything, because there's 3 contacts picked up between these two,
Right.
and I think there might have been one. Oh, going the wrong way. Maybe the lap before. So let's just. I have a feeling it was at turn 1. From memory, from the stream, I think, if I'm right, because I think there was a little wiggle from both. I think going into turn 1, and they
Right.
might have just rubbed. I don't think there was anything in it. I just want to make sure the
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Right. Back up a bit further. Right. Let's have a look. Then.
Slow this down.
Mate. Right. So he's gone over there. Yeah. Dan's going round the outside faster. Race instant that.
Yeah, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure we had them
nothing
all.
in that really.
Yeah, that's fine.
They both did well to come out of it.
Yeah, it was good close racing.
Yeah. You don't want to discourage.
No. But then there was the incident after the race. So let's just follow this through. So Dan's coming round.
Yeah.
Last corner, last lap. Barks it up. Pulls over.
Well, yeah.
Now I've got this live on stream as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy about this at all. Because there is no getting away from the fact this was done on purpose.
It's following, and turns into him and
Yeah.
doesn't brake. So that's deliberate.
Yeah,
And not being funny, but that's dangerous as well. In any way, shape or form. It's not like Dan was nose to tail and Dan just slung his anchors on or anything like that.
No.
Dan had been stopped for 3 seconds.
Yeah, this is. I hate this when people do this.
Yeah.
Because they do this out of frustration. The adrenaline's pumping. I get the adrenaline's pumping and things like that.
Yeah.
What people we and I'm going to hammer this home. People use direct drive wheels. Dan's got a 25 Newton meter direct drive wheel.
Yeah.
Now, if Mattis goes back onto Dan's and has a look at Dan's stream and sees the exact moment this happened, if Dan had his thumb rested on the steering wheel, anything like that, could have broken his thumb, or worse. Now, there's a reason people don't do this in real life, because people get hurt. It's exactly the same reason why we do this. This is not GTA 7. It's not, an arcade game. This is sim racing.
We're not kids.
No, we're not kids. And this is not acceptable. And anyone doing this will receive a penalty for it. Now, this is the biggest decision of the day to make.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put facts on the table.
Right.
We've got 3 guys driving for a team, and I have spoken to Hendrik, who runs the team. They're all young. They're all 18. We gave the other driver in the Merc last week a ban for his actions.
Yep.
And I spoke to Hendrik, who's is a nice enough chap, and we've spoken about that, and that's been dealt with. We now got another issue with another driver in the team. Now, I'm not blaming the team. I'm not blaming Hendrik.
No.
But guys, you can't do this, and it will not be accepted. I want to have a great environment for everybody to race, and that also does not, it covers things like, if you are pissed off and angry and you want to crash into someone because of something that's happened, you cannot do that. Grow up. Simple as that. It's not acceptable. We're fair in what we do here, and we are transparent in what we do here.
Unlike many other places.
No, like most other places are not anywhere near as transparent as what we do, as fair as what we do. But I will not, and I do want to be supportive and help people grow and gain more knowledge in their sim racing, and that covers everything from being quick to every piece of racecraft. It also means respect on track, and that is not that.
Because from what I sort of saw, they'd had a great race.
And this is what
have you, and it just spoils it.
Yeah, and that I commentated on the race on Sunday, and it was so good to commentate on because the racing was really good, and then something like this happens, and it's let me down because I had that live on stream, and that I'm trying to push this for all of us and build this place for us all to race, and it'd be a really great place to race. That does not look good for GRDC, and that pisses me off.
It's crap.
It is crap.
Really crap.
And there will be a penalty for it. Now, the penalty in the rules that's written, the rules and regulations that is available to everybody, and I've people join. I asked that they read them, and I've asked that they familiarise themselves with them at the beginning of the season, everything like that. And the rules state the penalties for this. If any driver is deemed to have caused a deliberate incident, the outcome can range from DSQ from the race, championship, or even from removal from DRDC. Because we're not going to be that place. I don't want to punish the whole team for one person's actions, but you need to take responsibility for your team members and yourself. I want to give everybody, as I said, an opportunity to grow as well. So I am all about giving people the opportunity to put right what they did wrong. That's fine. But as a team, these guys are now on 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean you've two out of
2 out of the 3 drivers.
3 1 week after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's great having people that want to come and join as a team, but you can't do the things that we've seen from them. So, as a group, they've got to take responsibility as well as individuals.
Absolutely. I've been thinking about this leading up to doing the stewarding today. And this is not something I wanted to steward on.
No, I didn't expect to have to steward on stuff like this, to be honest.
So this is what I propose, if it's agreed by yourself and the other stewards.
Yeah.
Is that Matthias will be DSQ'd from this race. His result points will not stand. Yeah. Simple as that, because I'm not, and that's after he had a great race and a great battle race along with Dan, and he's got himself to blame for that.
Podium. Yeah, yeah.
I want to know that he understands why this is such a big issue.
Yeah.
And so I would like acknowledgement in writing that he understands why and this won't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't LFM or a public lobby.
No.
You know.
It's not Gran Turismo. It's not. Do you know what I mean? So if we get that in writing, he won't get a ban. He's DSQ from this race. The points won't stand. If we can have that in writing, he won't get a ban. If I don't get it in writing, he will get a race ban. And the team, and I want to make this crystal clear, the team are on 2 strikes. 3 strikes, they're gone. I'm not going to and because for other drivers, if Dan had broken his wrist for this, or even a finger or anything like that, and he couldn't race, it's not, and we let these guys race off that, it's not a good look for us.
No, I mean, it's got to be robust, because that's one of the biggest no-nos of what we do for a hobby.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It is one of the biggest,
Yeah.
And it's just, you can't do that. We're not 12 years old. Yes, they may be a young team, but they've done,
no excuse,
from what I gather, an awful lot of racing around the platforms, including iRacing and others maybe. And, they know as well as anyone.
Yes.
And they're quick and they're good. Do you know what I mean? We've seen that, which makes it even sort of worse.
Yeah, it really does. And I feel let down. Especially after having a chat with Hendrik. It's not Hendrik. I'm not blaming Hendrik.
No.
But he's also got to state some responsibility because he's team manager. And this is just not on. And I'm not having it. I do want. I'm trying to base this on the individual rather than the team.
Yeah.
But when there's, this is the second big thing
in
2 weeks, then it's not looking good.
No.
So so if you're happy with that,
I mean, so we're doing disqualified from that, and
disqualified from the race with no points from this,
and a suspended ban sort of thing.
Yeah. So
right.
There'll be a ban for Matthias unless there is written
the understanding,
acknowledgement of he understands why the disco's come about, and that it will not happen again. And then we can move on past these. But Patience is hanging on by a thread for this at the moment because it's not acceptable. No. Cool. Well, let me mark that down, and then I'll. There is one more.
Oh.
97, which is Mikey Ball, and number 42, which is Paul Sims.
What did you do, Mike?
I think this is where Paul might have been injured.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks fairly unwell. Oh.
There's Mike. So let's fast forward Mike. Let's just make sure we get. I think this is right at the end. He says it right at the end.
Oh, right.
Paul's a car in front now, so they.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Wrong end. Oh. Right. Shall we have a look? Because, I think whoever that is
it's Paul Sims. Oh, that's loud.
BMW choose right. It's on the brakes as hard as he can.
Yeah, there's a big difference between that.
Yeah, massive. He's trying to stop and realise that he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And
there's a huge difference between that.
Yeah. Steering and aiming for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go down.
I would say, obviously, Mike needs, a warning or something. Yeah, you can see why, but it's just got to be more.
Just caught him out.
Although Paul sort of pulled up, he's not. In all fairness, most people go down to the bottom.
They do,
and pull up in that big area, but.
I think a warning's a bit harsh, but I think I'll put a note in just for Mike and for Paul, just to because Mike's got caught out there.
It's not a deliberate thing, but there has been a really tiny
just
touch.
Get off the race track, really. That if you're going to pull over, make it easier. I think that's fair.
And he was damaged anyway.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but that's fine. So, and that's all the instance. I'll just wrap this recording up. Hold on a sec.
Okay.